Hello, word nerds. So we have two easy roots this week. We have bio, which includes this butterfly. You can see that's missing its antenna. That's because I felt like it was too annoying to try to cut out, so I'm just going to draw them back later. So if you haven't cut yours out already, that probably is a good suggestion. You can see that this left side of the butterfly is completely intact, and then over here where all the words are, I just spread them out. And the other one is Phon. So it's a megaphone. I did cut a little bit right here on the handle, so this could go all the way back. But we're going to go with bio first, so I can make this butterfly whole again. So I am going to use my glue and put it on the body of the caterpillar, of the butterfly, and on the wings on the left side, ones that aren't cut up. Go ahead and put it flying right here. And I can also, if it bugs you, you can draw its little antenna back. That one has to be a little curlier now. Perfect. Okay, so the root bio means life. Bio means life. And a lot of the third graders have just finished talking about biomes in social studies. And we know that a biome is a location that hosts life and hosts different weather conditions. And based off of the weather conditions of the biome depends on whether or not certain life forms can live there. So we're going to go through some of our words. So the first word that's on the butterfly is biohazard. If we think of the word hazard, we know it's something that's unsafe. So a biohazard means that it is unsafe for life. And it's usually a chemical. I'm trying to think. Okay, so I'm trying to mark how much space I have with my butterfly wing because it's a little tricky here. Okay, so let's say a substance that is very harmful for living things. And that could be plants, it could be animals, it could be humans. Sometimes it's all of these things at one time, and sometimes it's just some of them. Like there are some products that kill weeds that don't kill other things in the environment. So, you know, sometimes it can be specific things off of that list that it's unsafe for. Okay, and the next word is biodegradable. Biodegradable. So biodegradable is something that we like to see in our environment. It means that it can break down into a different kind of like, not necessarily to a life form, but it can be broken down into our earth. So I'm trying to think of how exactly we can. Okay, so let's say broken, it's able to be broken down. I wish I had not written that right away. So let's do, okay, able, I know that's really hard to read, but it's A-B-L-E, able to be broken down and safe for living things. So that means that living things aren't going to be bothered by it in the environment over time. So it'll be safe for things over time. And a good example of something that's biodegradable would be like, if you think of those plant baskets that are made of more like soil than they are made of plastic. That's an example of that. So antibiotic, we know anti means against, bio is life. So an antibiotic is a drug, so drug is in medicine. A drug that is used to kill, so anti-bio, so kill the life of, to kill harmful, I'm going to emphasize living, bacteria and infections. So bacteria is living, so that's how we kind of get the life part of it. So it kills harmful bacteria. We have biography, and we know graph means write, and bio is life. So this is a written story of someone's life. Sorry, this butterfly has some weird shapes. A written story of someone's life. In biology, that is a topic that you won't get fully into until you're in high school, but ology means study of, and bio means life, so it is the study of living things. So plants, animals, humans, the study of living things. So that is life from our butterfly, bio, life. And don't forget, whenever you come across any of our roots, you got to add them to the page. So far I have a couple of people the first few weeks that would show me words that they added, but I haven't had anybody show me any lately. So if you come up with any, please show me, because that will make me so excited. All right, and next up is Phon. So as you notice, it's just one letter away from the word phone, isn't it? I'm going to use my glue and glue on the back side of the megaphone and the handle. Ooh. I don't think it would be a video from home for me if you didn't hear my animals doing something in the background. And Artemis is trying to play with a toy, suddenly. She has not been playing with toys all day, but suddenly while I'm doing a video, she's doing it now. All right, so Phon. And I'm going to add phone to the list. Now, the interesting thing with sound is that the 4th graders, this is going to be your new unit starting next week. Or, well, it's a 3-day week. I'm not sure. Well, whenever you start your next science unit, it's going to be on sound, unless Miss Jordan tricked me and I was not aware that it was going to switch it up. But sound, the root for that is Phon, P-H-O-N. And we know that a phone, or a telephone, so that's actually short for telephone. Phon means sound, and tele is a root that means far away. So sound from far away. So you have two people in two different spots, and they can speak to each other. They can transmit sound from far away. All right, so homophone. So the first bit, H-O-M-O, homo, means same, and phone means sound, so that means same sound. And so we know that homophones are words that sound the same. So we're going to say a word that is pronounced the same but has different meanings. And I ran out of space. So an example of that would be like sail and sail. So S-A-I-L is like a boat, and S-A-L-E is like a store. Okay, I definitely ran out of space on this one. Look how much it's leaning over. So if you didn't have quite enough space, that's okay. All right, the next one is microphone. We know micro, we think of small. Micro means tiny, and phone means small. So it's a small device that makes big sounds. small device that makes big sounds. And technically speaking, it's louder, is the more appropriate word, louder. Okay, phonics. You probably haven't heard this in a year or two, but phonics is a way to teach reading based on the letter sounds. Based on letter sounds. And sometimes when I'm doing our spelling patterns, I'm using a bit of phonics as I'm trying to help you remember how to spell things and understanding how the sounds change based off of our spelling patterns. And a saxophone, that is a musical instrument that makes sound. And a saxophone is a woodwind instrument, which means that you have to use a wooden reed and air to make the sound. Not all woodwind instruments have wood. In fact, flute and piccolo are two examples of that. I played flute in middle school. But a saxophone is a musical instrument that makes sound and kind of has like the shape to it. That's not perfect, but that's kind of what it looks like. All right, and then a symphony. It's a long piece of music that the musicians work together. And usually these are things in an orchestra as opposed to, it's not like a band like where you'd hear like an electric guitar or a big drum set with the cymbals and stuff on it. This would be more like violins and maybe even a saxophone, some flutes. Usually it has lots of different instruments that are working together because sim does have kind of a root meaning here. It doesn't necessarily mean same. That's usually sin, but sim, like you can think of, if you've ever heard of the phrase symbiosis, it's when, okay, like in the beginning of Finding Nemo, when Nemo's family lives in the anemone, the clownfish and a sea anemone have symbiosis, which means they work together in harmony to give each other what they need. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut our roots short because it's already taken about 13 minutes. So I hope you've enjoyed our words for the week. Just so you know, starting next week, we're going to have a catch-up week. And so that is the year of 2021, 2022. So if you're watching this video a different year, that's, I don't know, that may or may not be the case, but that's how it's going to go this, this year. All right, bye.